That's that old bull business model that you're gonna charge the fans for some bull fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man.
They making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew as you getting thoroughbred money.
Like but I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future.
Bill Haney didn't hold back during a fiery exchange with boxing icon Floyd Mayweather. He accused Mayweather of being obsessed with money and even claimed that a $42 million investment Floyd made is actually a scam. All you ever talk about is money, Haney said sharply, suggesting that Mayweather might be hiding serious financial problems. According to Haney, Floyd has lost touch with reality and is using his wealth as a cover for what could be deeper money troubles. The tense confrontation revealed just how strained things are between the two.
For that though, that's because you're right. You always talking about the money and shit. That's what I'm saying is you can't.
Bill, we not even on here talking about no money, Bill. Bill, we not even on here talking about no money. This ain't even about no money. This
you
about
brought the money up.
Bill Haney is raising questions about how money is being handled at Floyd Mayweather's promotional company. He pointed out that if Mayweather Promotions is really doing as well as they claim, then people on the team, like Calvin Ford, shouldn't be struggling financially. Haney said he even suggested they pay their team better to avoid frustration and keep everyone on the same page.
I think it's personal between you and Calvin. Also, it's Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach. For
those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this month because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew as you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
Haney also took aim at Floyd Mayweather's shift from real fights to exhibition matches, saying it seems more about chasing big payouts than a true love for the sport. He implied that Mayweather's current actions are driven by money, not by preserving boxing's reputation. Things reportedly got more personal when Mayweather voiced frustration over not landing a deal like the one Devin Haney received. According to Haney, Floyd even went as far as saying he'd block Devin from getting fights with top names like Rolando, Rolly Romero, or Gervonta Davis.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. They have been in the background, sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him, and he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm gonna make it tough for you. I'm gonna go whisper and rain here. I'm gonna make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm gonna make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
Devin Haney didn't hold back in his criticism, saying Floyd Mayweather has gone from being a respected champion to someone more focused on cash than the sport itself. Haney claims Mayweather now prioritizes big paydays over giving fans exciting, meaningful fights. In contrast, Haney says his own goal is to put on great matches for the fans, not just chase the biggest check.
You say Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we're going to give you the best fights, and we're going to get all the people in there, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. we give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're gonna charge the fans for some bull fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
There's growing skepticism around Floyd Mayweather's claims of making $100 million in a single night. Some within the boxing world believe those numbers are likely inflated, suggesting that Mayweather might be more focused on maintaining a flashy image than reflecting the real financial truth.
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about $60 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got $30 million and one got $29.
$250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money?
Floyd Mayweather is famous for flaunting his luxury lifestyle, flying on private jets, spending big, and living large. But critics warn that this kind of non-stop spending can take a toll, especially if it's not backed by steady, long-term income. Some suggest it could lead to financial problems down the line.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm finna show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you got to pick a couple people up. You got to pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey and go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send them over there, and then Dan can get on the plane also. Okay?
Okay. So it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. I think we got an hour. About an hour to play. I'd say have them at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Yeah, I'm.
Mayweather's focus on luxury and showmanship might look impressive, but critics say it comes with risks. Even for top earners, constantly spending on expensive items without a solid financial plan can lead to serious money issues over time.
Andrew, especially, was a very successful kickboxer, 4-time world champion. His belts are sitting right behind me right now. But, the most he ever got paid for a fight, and he says this openly, is $50 grand. By the time you pay your trainer and your manager 10% each, you got to eat, you got to train for 12 weeks. I mean, if you work out the hours you put in, you're making $15 an hour. Like, it's not amazing money.
Commentator Joe Rogan has chimed in on the situation, suggesting that Floyd Mayweather's ongoing exhibition fights may not be just for fun, but out of financial necessity. Rogan hinted that Mayweather's expensive lifestyle might be forcing him back into the ring, implying that his spending habits could be driving his decisions more than personal passion or choice.
Exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting. Floyd still trains when he doesn't have a fight.
In a major financial move, Floyd Mayweather reportedly bought 6 buildings in a deal valued at $42 million. This step could signal a shift in his approach, possibly aiming for long-term financial security in response to growing criticism about his spending habits.
It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got 1,000 units and 60 buildings.
Floyd Mayweather's transformation from a thrilling boxer to a brand-driven businessman has become clear in recent years. Observers like Joe Rogan have pointed out that Mayweather's current ventures appear to be more about financial gain than passion for the sport. This shift has sparked criticism of his approach to boxing, with many feeling that his focus is now more on money than the integrity of the game.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him. Floyd went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter, and he had a bunch of hand problems, to like Money Mayweather, start talking, boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
Logan Paul has publicly accused Floyd Mayweather of owing him money from their exhibition match. Despite the event bringing in huge earnings, Paul says he hasn't received his full payment, raising questions about Mayweather's financial handling.
Jake, true or false, and why did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make $100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire time.
Oscar de la Hoya has raised concerns about Floyd Mayweather's decision to continue with exhibition matches. He believes Floyd's ongoing participation may be driven more by financial needs than a true love for boxing. De La Hoya openly advised Mayweather to retire from exhibition boxing, warning that these bouts could tarnish his legacy. He expressed worry that Mayweather might be seen as a fighter clinging to past glory, rather than stepping away with dignity. According to De La Hoya, true greatness is knowing when to walk away. He urged Mayweather to protect the legacy he's built over decades, rather than risking it for short-term money and spectacle-filled fights.
Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds, call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
You think Canelo's gonna out-earn him eventually? You think he'll make more money than Floyd?
By far. Canelo's 28 years old.
Right.
And he's already made, what, $500 million?
Right.
Easy.
Bill Haney has accused Floyd Mayweather of deliberately avoiding arranging fights for his son, Devin Haney. According to Haney, Mayweather's decision to sideline these matchups is likely driven by financial motives, with Mayweather choosing to chase bigger paydays instead of focusing on competitive, high-quality fights. Haney believes Mayweather's approach to promotions is more about maximizing profit than advancing the sport with top-tier matchups. This has caused frustration among boxing fans and professionals, who feel Devin Haney deserves a chance to face big-name opponents like Gervonta Davis, but is being held back for business reasons.
Because there's no one who want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank, where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because they was talking 5% and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight, we don't got no fight, so what's gonna happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah. Stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm going to keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin. Period.
Despite past tensions, Floyd Mayweather has recently expressed interest in negotiating with Bill Haney, suggesting a possible willingness to arrange fights involving Devin Haney. This shift hints at a potential reconciliation or, at the very least, a shared interest in pursuing profitable opportunities together.
On FaceTime with me.
I don't know how it went.
No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know how it
Yeah,
went.
he was calling for me. He was calling for me everywhere, saying, where's Bill? Putting up a missing thing that I was missing or something. Why would I be missing, Vlad? I got the best son in the world, the son that rose from the bottom from that one day at the principal's office all the way up to the top of the boxing where the world stopped to watch an event that he was in. I'm a proud dad, proud trainer, and proud manager. So I don't know what he was looking for.
Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You cussed him out. You got to hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself.
Logan Paul has openly accused Floyd Mayweather of being a bragger and a liar when it comes to his financial status. In a pointed statement, Paul suggested that Mayweather's image of being endlessly wealthy and financially invincible might be more of an illusion than reality. This accusation came after their exhibition fight, where Logan claimed he still hadn't received his full payment, raising doubts about Mayweather's financial transparency. Paul's comments reflect a wider trend in the boxing world, where critics and insiders have questioned whether Mayweather's wealth is as untouchable as he makes it seem.
Floyd versus McGregor 2 rumors have started to circulate, and it's led some to ask, if he's made over $1 billion in his career, why is he still fighting at the age of 45? According to Logan Paul, it's because Floyd Money Mayweather is actually a liar who's more broke than your friend who's still trying to get you to invest in their NFT project.
Floyd Money Mayweather ain't got no money, dude.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is he broke? Yeah. Logan's not the only one to claim that Mayweather's actually broke. 50 Cent and Chael Sonnen, among others, have brought Floyd's financial habits into question over the years. And if we dig into Floyd's track record, they may be right. In 2018, sources reported that Floyd owed over $40 million in gambling debts. At one point, he also owed over $22 million to the IRS. Now he's being sued by Logan Paul for upwards of $10 million, and he's rumored to have more lawsuits coming his way after promoting scam cryptocurrencies. He's in an exclusive club of athletes who have crossed the $1 billion mark in their careers, but at the end of the day, no one cares about how much you made if you weren't able to keep it.
Floyd Mayweather is known for constantly highlighting his own achievements, often claiming that no boxer in history has done what he's done. While a certain level of self-confidence is expected in combat sports, his constant self-comparison and boasting can come off as arrogance. This has led to criticism from fans and fellow fighters, who view it less as confidence and more as excessive bragging.
Still waiting? Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. Had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my record.